Welcome to mathematics class, matrices part 11. So in this class, we are going to learn very important concept in this chapter, that is consistency and inconsistency of a system. ఇందులో మనం చాలా ముఖ్యమైనటువంటి అంశం, ఒక సమీకరణ వ్యవస్థ సంగతము లేదా అసంగతము అనే విషయాన్ని గురించి తెలుసుకుందాం. కన్సిస్టెంట్ అండ్ ఇన్కన్సిస్టెంట్ సిస్టమ్స్, సంగత మరియు అసంగత వ్యవస్థలు. We say that a system of equations is consistent if it has a solution and inconsistent if it has no solution. ఇచ్చిన సమీకరణ వ్యవస్థకు సాధన ఉన్నప్పుడు ఆ వ్యవస్థను సంగత వ్యవస్థ, సాధన లేనప్పుడు ఆ వ్యవస్థను అసంగత వ్యవస్థ అంటాం. If it has solution, it is consistent system. If it has no solution, then it is inconsistent system. If there is solution, it is consistent. If there is no solution, it is inconsistent. Solution of non-homogeneous system of equations. అసమఘాత సమీకరణ వ్యవస్థలకు సాధన. We consider solving the following system of three equations in three unknowns x, y, z. మూడు చలరాశులలో ఈ క్రింది మూడు సమీకరణాలను పరిశీలిస్తే a1x plus b1y plus cz, a1x plus b1y plus cz is equal to d1, where x, y, z are unknown variables, three variables, and a1, b1, c1, d1 are constants. And second equation, a2x plus b2y plus c2z is equal to d2, a3x plus b3y plus c3z is equal to d3. These three equations in three unknowns, three variables, is the given system. This can be represented, this system can be represented by a matrix equation, that is ax is equal to d. This algebraic system can be expressed in the matrix equation, in the form of a matrix equation, that is ax is equal to d. ఈ సమీకరణ వ్యవస్థను మాత్రికా సమీకరణం ద్వారా సూచించవచ్చు. ax is equal to d అనే మాత్రికా సమీకరణం ద్వారా కూడా ఈ వ్యవస్థను సూచిస్తే, where this a, x, d are matrices, where a is a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2, a3, b3, c3 is the coefficient matrix, గుణక మాత్రిక అంటాం. ఎందుకంటే this a1, b1, c1 are the coefficients of x, y, z in the equations. ఈ సమీకరణాలలోని xyz ల యొక్క గుణకాలు a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2, a3, b3, c3. అందువల్ల దీన్ని గుణక మాత్రిక అంటాం. a1, b1, these are all coefficients in the equation, so it is called coefficient matrix. A, capital A. Its order is 3 by 3. Whereas xyz 3 by 1 matrix, This is called X, and it is the variable matrix, Chalarasi matrika antam. X, Y, Z lu Chalarasulu variables we know. So that's why this 3/1 matrix X is called variable matrix Chalarasi matrika. And D1, D2, D3 3/1 matrix is represented with capital D and is called the constant matrix Sthira Rasi matrika antam. ఎందుకంటే ఇవి స్థిర రాశులు, దిస్ D1, D2, D1, D2, D3 are constants in the equations. It is called a constant matrix Sthira Rasi matrika. Coming to this one, if you combined A, D, the coefficient matrix and the constant matrix, this matrix is represented by capital A, capital D, and is called the augmented matrix. Sarva matrika antam. Dini augmented matrix లేదా sarva matrika. ఇక్కడ గుణక మాత్రిక, స్థిర రాశి మాత్రికను కలిపి రాసినటువంటి 3/4 ఆర్డర్డ్ మ్యాట్రిక్స్ is represented with AD and is called augmented matrix and sarva matrika antam. So in this system of simultaneous equations in 3 variables, we can represent it in the form of a matrix Ax is equal to D, where A is coefficient matrix, X is variable matrix, D is constant matrix, and the combined matrix AD is known as augmented matrix Sarva matrika antam. Look at this theorem. The system of equations in 3 unknowns Ax is equal to D has a unique solution if rank of A is equal to rank of AD, that is equal to 3. Important theorem. Rank of A, rank of AD is equal to 3 అయినప్పుడు ఆ వ్యవస్థకు ఏకైక సాధన ఉంటుంది, యూనిక్ సొల్యూషన్. The system will have a unique solution if rank of A is equal to rank of AD, and that is equal to 3. And just remember, if the rank of A, rank of AD are equal, then the system has a solution. If the rank of A is not equal to rank of AD, the system has no solution. In the case of solution, it is 2 types, unique solution and infinitely many solutions. ర్యాంక్ ఆఫ్ ఏ, ర్యాంక్ ఆఫ్ ఏడి సమానం అయితే ఆ వ్యవస్థకు సాధన ఉంటుంది, సమానం కాకపోతే వ్యవస్థకు సాధన ఉండదు. సాధన 2 విధాలుగా ఉంటుంది. యూనిక్ సొల్యూషన్ అంటే ఏకైక సాధన, ఇన్ఫినిట్లీ మెనీ సొల్యూషన్స్ అనంత సాధన. సో వెన్ ఇట్ హ్యాస్ యూనిక్ సొల్యూషన్, if the ranks are equal and that is equal to 3. If the ranks are equal but less than 3, that it can be 2 or 3, 2 or 1. ఈక్వల్ ఉంటాయి కానీ 3 ఉండకపోవచ్చు. 3 కంటే తక్కువ ఉన్నప్పుడు, సమానంగా ఉంటూ తక్కువ ఉన్నప్పుడు ఆ వ్యవస్థకు ఇన్ఫినిట్లీ మెనీ సొల్యూషన్స్ ఉంటాయి. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద ఇంపార్టెంట్ థియరమ్స్. So using the concept and this theorem, now let us solve the exercise questions. Very, very important. Exercise 3G. Examine whether the systems of equations consistent or inconsistent, and if consistent, find the complete solutions. ఈ క్రింది వ్యవస్థలను పరిశీలించి అవి సంగతమో అసంగతమో చూసి సంగతం అయినట్టయితే దాని సాధన కనుక్కోండి. సో దిస్ ఈస్ ద వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ questions in this chapter. These are all long answer questions. Now let us write its augment matrix. Solution. Now let us write the augmented matrix of A. Now augmented matrix. A, that is AD, let us name it as AD. It is the combination of coefficient matrix and constant matrix. Let us take the coefficients of x, y, z and constant. 1, 1, 1, 4. 1, 1, 1, 4. 1, 1, 1, 4. In second equation, the coefficients 2, 5, minus 2 and constant 3. So 2, 5, minus 2, 3. In third equation, 1, 7, minus 7, 1, 7, minus 7, 5. So this is the augmented matrix. సర్వమాత్రిక అంటాం దీన్ని. సో దీన్ని తీసుకొని మనం దీనికి సాధన ఉందా లేదా, సాధన ఉంటే అది ఎలాంటి సాధన ఉంది, యూనిక్ సొల్యూషనా, ఇన్ఫినిట్లీ మెనీ సొల్యూషన్సా అనేది కనుక్కోవాలి. ఎట్లా కనుక్కుంటామంటే దీన్ని reducing this AD in the final shape, that is in this form. We try to reduce this matrix in this form 0, 1, 0, beta, 0, 0, 1, gamma. We try to reduce this in this form where this alpha, beta, gamma will be the solution for this system of equations. This alpha will be x value and this will be y and this will be z. So now let us convert this into this form. So in first step, we try to convert in C1. First we convert C1 zeros. So in C1, so this is C1, this is C2, this is C3, this is C4, fourth column. So in first C1, we convert the second element in C1 0 and third element in C1 0. Here step 1, convert this to or to one element 0 or to first element, that is in first step or to 1 and or 3 1 into zeros. So in step 2, we convert in C2. So this is the procedure you have to remember. In C2, these two are zeros. In second step, so first row R1 and R12 element and R32, we convert these two elements as zeros. In second, this is C2. In third step, first two elements, we have to convert them into zeros. So converting zeros is very important. So in step 3, we convert R13 and R23 into zeros. So this is the procedure we follow in this conversion. Okay. Now you see how to convert this one. First one R21. Second row, first element. We have to convert this into 0. We have to convert this into 0 by making use of R1. So this is R1 first row, this is R2 and this is R3. Taking the help of R1. So now okay, I'm writing all this rough work. So how to convert to 2? So second row, we're converting second row, taking 2 and with the help of R1. So R2 with the help of R1, so that this element should become 0. R2, 2 is there, in R1, 1. First balance, let us make equal. If you multiply R1 with 2, this will become 2, 2. So R2 and 2 into R1, these elements become equal. If you subtract R2 minus 2R1, this will give you 0. So that in that way we take conversions. So this is 0. The first element becomes 0. So this is the transformation, row transformation. This is first row transformation. The first element becomes 0. Now let us write in first step, first row as it is. No change in first row, 1, 1, 1, 4. So I am writing, that is all rough work. Again I am writing only row transformations allowed. Here the transformation, we are changing second row, and the formula is, the transformation is R2 minus 2 R1. R2 minus 2 R1. So now let us take the rough work side by side. So R2 minus 2 R1 is the formula. So in R1, let us write the R1 elements as it is, 1, 1, 1, 4. We are not changing R1, no change in R1 as it is. And R2, this element 2 and 1, taking R2, 2 and R1 as 1, this becomes 0. So this element, second element has become 0, and apply the formula for all other elements of the row. So in second element, look at this, 5 and 1, apply the same formula for second element 5 with 1, 5, 1. Take 5, 1 and substitute in this formula. In place of R2, 5, and 2 into R1 is 1. So that is equal to 5 minus 2 is equal to 3. So second element becomes 3 by applying this formula for the second row elements. The same way, apply the formula for third, that is minus 2, 1. R2 value is minus 2 and R1 value 1. So take this two numbers R2 and R1, minus 2, 1. So here this is R 21, this is R 22, this is R 23 element. R 23 minus 2, R2 is minus 2, R1 is 1. So 2 into 1. So that is equal to minus 2, minus 2. Minus 2, minus 2, that is equal to minus 4. So this element becomes minus 4, minus 2 becomes minus 4. And next apply the same formula for the fourth element also in second row. So this 3 and 4, here 3 and 4, 3 and 4, R2 is 3, R1 is 4, 3, 4. So applying the same formula, 3 minus 2 into 4. What is the formula? R2 minus 2 R1. So remember, this is the formula we are applying. This is the formula. In this formula, we have to take two elements R2 and R1 and substitute R2, R1, and you will get the new number for this R2 minus R1. So in each case, we have to substitute R2 value and R1 value for first element, second element, third element, fourth element of the second row. 4 elements are there. So for all these 4 elements, we are changing with a formula R2 minus 2R1. What is R2? Second row element. What is R1? First row element. So for 2, you take the above number 1. For 5, the above number 1. For minus 2, 1. and for 3, 4. So like that, taking 2, 1 and substituting in this formula, you will get its value 0. For taking 5, 1, substituting in this formula, you will get the value as 3, that is 3. And taking -2, 1, substituting in this formula, we get -4. Now 3 and 4, taking 3, 4 and substituting in the formula, so this will be 3 minus, so 3 minus 4 to 8. 3 minus 8 minus 5. So this is -5. So we have transformed the second row such that the first element should become 0. So we are converting zeros to get this final form so that we can write its solution. So we are converting these elements as zeros. So the first step, we convert this R21, R31 as zeros, and next in second R31, third row, first element, should become 0. So for this also, we take the help of R1. So in step 1, we take the help of R1. R1 no change, and we take the help of R1. So for R2, R1, for R3 also R1. So now 1 and 1 is there. The formula, so R3 also we are converting R3 with the help of R1. So in R3, first element is 1, for which we are going to make it 0. R1 value is 1, R3 value is 1, and R1 value also 1. First, we have to make them equal. If they are equal, then you should make it 0 by adding or subtracting. ముందు వాటిని ఈక్వల్ చేయాలి, తర్వాత మనం ప్లస్ చేస్తే 0 అవుతుందా, మైనస్ చేస్తే 0 అవుతుందా చూసుకొని ఫార్ములా చేసుకోవాలి. 1, 1 అంటే ఆల్రెడీ ద ఎలిమెంట్స్ నెంబర్స్ ఆర్ ఈక్వల్, వీ నీడ్ నాట్ మేక్ దెమ్ ఈక్వల్, ఆల్రెడీ దే ఆర్ ఈక్వల్. Now look at this. If you add, it becomes 2. If you subtract, it becomes 0. Kabatti, this is the formula for a second row to convert this last element for third row, for this last element to become 0. ఈ చివరి R3 ఫస్ట్ ఎలిమెంట్ 0 కావడానికి ఇది మనం ఉపయోగించే ట్రాన్స్ఫర్మేషన్, ఆర్ యూ కెన్ కాల్ ఇట్ యాజ్ ఫార్ములా. సో అప్లయింగ్ దిస్ ఫార్ములా ఓవర్ ద ఎంటైర్ గ్రూప్, ఫస్ట్ ఎలిమెంట్ ఏంది 1, 1 తీసుకుంటే ఇది 0 అయిపోయింది. సో నౌ what is the formula? We are converting the R3 also as R3 minus R1. We are changing R3 as R3 minus R1. R2 ను కూడా చేంజ్ చేసాం, R2 minus 2 R1 అప్లై చేసి. సో R3 అంటే థర్డ్ రో ఆల్సో we are changing by applying the row transformation as R3 minus R1. So this becomes 0. So next, in rough calculate all other values. The formula is R3 minus R1. So next second, R3 లో second number. R3 లో second number ఏముంది? Third row second number is 7. and R1 లో సెకండ్ నెంబర్ 1, R3 లో సెకండ్ నెంబర్, R1 లో సెకండ్ నెంబర్ 7 1 తీసుకొని ఇందులో సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేయాలి. R3 వాల్యూ ఈజ్ 7, R1 value is 1, 7 minus 1 we get 6. So second number becomes 6. In the same way R3 లో third number ను convert చేయాలి using R1. R3 R1 third column లో R3 R1 ఏముంది? So R3 third row లో third number -7, first row లో third number 1. So this is R3, this is R1, -7 1. So R1 R3 -7 R1 is 1. So -7 -1 -8 అవుతుంది. So this becomes -8. Similarly, take the last numbers R3 5, R1 4. 5 and 4 and apply in this formula R3 minus R1. So 5 and 4. This is the third row, fourth element. 5 minus 4 is 1. So the last number becomes 1. Our intention is to make these two numbers in first column 0. So to make these two numbers zeros, accordingly we are applying the suitable transformations over second row and third row, so that this first element in second row, first element in third row should become 0. ఈ రెండో అడ్డు వరుసలో మొదటి మూలకము, మూడో అడ్డు వరుసలో రెండో మూలకము 0 అయ్యే విధంగా మనం ఈ ట్రాన్స్ఫర్మేషన్ను ఎన్నుకొని దాన్ని ఆ రోలో ఉన్న అన్ని మూలకాలకు అనువర్తింప చేస్తున్నాం. వీఆర్ అప్లయింగ్ suitable transformation, row transformation for second row and third row, such that the first elements should become 0. This is the first step. In first step, we have to convert the second row first element and third row first element into zeros by taking the appropriate row transformations. This is the first step. So in this first step, we are making use of R1, and R1 is not going to change. We are keeping R1 as it is, and making use of R1, we are converting these two into zeros. So in second step, we are going to convert this in second column, first element and third element. That is in R1 second, in R3 second. So R2 is not going to change. So in this step, we are not changing the R2. We are keeping in first step R1 as it is. So keeping R2 as it is and making the help of R2, we convert R1 and R3 as zeros. So this is rough work. Now in second step, we want to convert this one and this one as 0. Now first let us convert this one 0. So the formula now we are changing R1 So now let us prepare a formula. Here R1 with the help of R2. We have to prepare a formula with the help of R2. We are converting R1. So R1 with the help of R2. So take two elements R1 and R2. Here R1 is 1 and R2 is 3. First, equal two numbers. Make them equal. So how to make them equal? By multiplying 1 with 3, they become equal. So that is 3 into R1. 3 into 1. 1 is R1, first row. So I am multiplying first row element with 3 so that they become equal. Now 3 minus 3. 3 3 minus 3, that becomes 0. So this is the formula to make the R1 second element as 0. What is the formula? I am converting R1 as 3 R1 minus R2. 3 into R1 element and minus R2 element. So that this R1 1 becomes 0. Here 1 becomes 0. And we have to apply the same formula for first element, third element and fourth element. We are applying on second element. So apply this 3R1 minus R2 formula for first element, third element, fourth elements. That is first row, all other elements, applying the same formula. ఇది సెకండ్ ఎలిమెంట్కు R12 అయిపోయింది. నౌ ఫస్ట్ ఎలిమెంట్ R11. R11 అంటే ఇక్కడ R1, R2 వాల్యూస్ తీసుకోవాలి. R1 వాల్యూ 1, R2 వాల్యూ R11, R2 0. 1, 0 తీసుకొని ఇందులో సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేయాలి. 3 into 1 and R2 వాల్యూ 0. R1 1, R2 0. 3R1 minus R2లో సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేస్తే 3 into 1 3 minus 0 3 అవుతుంది. సో ద ఫస్ట్ ఎలిమెంట్ becomes 3. This is R1. Applying, what is the formula? 3R1 minus R2. Next 1 minus 4 తీసుకోవాలి. 1 minus 4. సో ఇది R1లో థర్డ్ ఎలిమెంట్. 1 minus 4. So 3 into 1 3 minus 4, that is 7. And third అయిపోయింది. ఫోర్త్ 4 minus 5. సో ఇవి రెండు తీసుకున్నాం, తర్వాత ఇవి రెండు తీసుకోవాలి. 4 and minus 5. సో R14లో 3 into 4 minus 5. 3 4 जा 12 minus 5 minus 5 minus 5 కాబట్టి minus will become plus, that is 17. This is 17. So R1 values అన్ని చేంజ్ అయిపోయినాయి. 30717 by applying 3R1 minus R2 అంటే ఫస్ట్ రో ఫస్ట్ ఎలిమెంట్స్ను 3తో మల్టిప్లై చేసి సెకండ్ రో ఎలిమెంట్స్ను సబ్ట్రాక్ట్ చేయాలి. సో 3 into 1 3 minus 0 3. 3 into 1 minus 3 3 minus 3, 0. 3 into 1, 3 minus 4, 7. 3 into 4, 12 minus plus 5. 12 plus 5, 17. Now R2 no change. We are not changing the second row. So write as it is 0, 3 minus 4 minus 5. 0, 3 minus 4 minus 5 as it is. Now we have to change the third row. Third row nu marchali. Is third row second element 0 kavali. So దీన్ని 0 చేయడానికి ఫార్ములా రాయాలి. Again take the rough work. So we are converting R3 with the help of R2. Now take the elements. What are there in R3? 6. We are going to convert 6 as 0 and with the help of 3. ఇప్పుడు మనం R3 and R2. 6, 3 తీసుకొని R3 అంటే థర్డ్ రోలో 6 ఉంది. R2 అంటే సెకండ్ రోలో 3 తీసుకోవాలి. సో 6 and 3 0 అయ్యే విధంగా ఫార్ములా తయారు చేసుకోవాలి. ఫస్ట్ 6, 3 ఈక్వల్ లేవు. మేక్ దెమ్ ఈక్వల్. By multiplying 3 with 2, they become equal 6, 6. So 3ని 2తో మల్టిప్లై చేయడము అంటే R2ను 2తో మల్టిప్లై చేస్తున్నాం. ఈక్వల్ అయింది. ఇప్పుడు మైనస్ సబ్ట్రాక్ట్ చేస్తే దే బికమ్ 0. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ ద ఫార్ములా. ఇది ఏ నెంబర్ను మనం చేస్తున్నాం? R3లో సెకండ్ నెంబర్. R3లో సెకండ్ నెంబర్ని 0గా కన్వర్ట్ చేసాం. సో ద సేమ్ థింగ్ రైట్ హియర్. Just below the 3, the second number has become 0. And apply. And what is the formula? What is the formula? R3 minus 2R1. R3 minus 2R2. So R3 minus 2R2 is the formula. So applying this formula, this become 0. And apply this R3 minus 2R2 for all other elements. That is 0, 0. If you take R3 0, R2 0, 0 minus 2 into 0 also 0. There is no change in 0. And take minus 8 minus 4. Minus 8 minus 4. So here minus 8 minus 2 into minus 4. So this is R3 third element. Minus plus 4 to the 8. So this is also becoming 0. This is also 0. And apply 1 minus 5. Same formula, 1 and minus 5 also. So 1, R3 is 1 minus 2 into R2 minus 5. So this is R3 fourth element. Minus plus 10, that is 11. So this element, the last element becomes 11. So this is the second step. So you observe, if you continue like this, you will get the solution. But what we get is complete x term, y term, z term zeros. If this happens, all 3 zeros x, y, z in R1 or R2 or R3. In any row, if you get X, Y, Z terms as zeros, that is, it is no solution. You don't have solution for such equations. So for this, the determinant is 0, R3. So its rank cannot be 3. So the rank of A and the rank of the augmented matrix. So here what we get, the rank of A not equal to rank of the augmented matrix. If you come across this situation, that means the system has no solution. ఎప్పుడు solution ఉండదు if the rank of A is not equal to rank of AD. So no solution, you don't have solution for this as X, Y, Z terms becoming 0. If no solution, the system is inconsistent. ఇది ఈ వ్యవస్థ inconsistent. So therefore the system, the given, therefore the given system of equations, the given system is inconsistent. That is అసంగతం, అసంగత వ్యవస్థ అంటే therefore no solution. No solution. So this, for this system of equations, there is no solution for them. That's why it is called inconsistent. For no solution, it is inconsistent, and the rank of A is not equal to rank of AD. If rank is equal, it is consistent. The ranks not equal, then it is inconsistent. So ఇచ్చిన వ్యవస్థ inconsistent, అసంగత వ్యవస్థ. Now let us consider, ఇది very important concept. You need to practice more number of problems. By simply attempting one problem, the idea concept may not be clear for you. As you practice more problems, it will be clear, for the concept will be clear. Now let us take up another. X plus y plus z is equal to 6. X plus y plus z is equal to 6. X minus y plus z, x minus y plus z is equal to 2. 2x minus y plus 3z is equal to 9. Same, we have to check whether it is consistent or inconsistent. If consistent, find the solution. Now let us take the augmented matrix. దీనికి సర్వమాత్రిక తీసుకుంటే augmented matrix of A as AD. Take the coefficients 1, 1, 1, 6. 1, 1, 1, 6. In second row, 1 minus 1, 1, 2. Third row, 2 minus 1, 3. and 9. So this is the augmented matrix Sarva Matrika. So in first step, convert this number as 0. So in first step, R1 is no change. So for R1, write as it is 1, 1, 1, 6. So R2 we are changing R2. So prepare formula for R2. So this is, keep this for rough work. So we are changing R2 with the help of R1. So take R2 and R1. So R2 is 1, second row number. R1 is also 1. They are equal, and if you subtract, you will get 0. So this is the formula, R11 formula. So 1 minus 1, 0. So I am subtracting R1 from R2. So R2 minus R1, R2 minus R1, 1 minus 1, 0. And minus 1 minus 1, minus 1 minus 1 is minus 2. Again 1 minus 1, 0. 2 minus 6, minus 4. So applying R2 minus R1 for all the elements of second row, we get 0 minus 2, 0, 4. So in second step, we have to convert first element in R3 as 0. So again we have to convert R3 so that the first element becomes 0. This is R3 with the help of R1 only. So here take 2 and 1. Here R3 is 2, R1 is 1. First make them equal by multiplying 2, that is 2 into R1, and subtract, you will get 0, 2 minus 2, 0. So this is R31. So what is the formula? R3 is changing as R3 minus 2 R1. R3 లో నుంచి 2 R1 సబ్ట్రాక్ట్ చేస్తున్నాం. R3 is 2, 2 into R1, that is 2 into 1. So 2 minus 2, this number R3, this number becomes 0. Next, apply the same formula for minus 1 and 1. Here, this is R3 second number. Formula is R3. What is R3 value? Minus 1. Minus 2 R1. Minus 2, what is R1? 1. So 2 into 1, 2. Minus 1 minus 2 is minus 3. The second number is minus 3. Same formula for third number also. 3, 1, take 3, 1 and substitute. This is R3 third number. So R3 is 3 minus 2 into R1. R1 is 1. 2 into 1, 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. So this becomes 1, and for 9, 6, 9 and 6, R3 fourth number. So R3 is 9 minus 2 into R1. R1 is 6. 9 minus 6 to the 12. So this is minus 3. So R3 minus 3. Okay. So the second number also become 0. Now in the next step, we have to convert this one first element and third element as zeros. In first row, second element, third row, second element. Now let us convert R1 in second element in R1 first row. For this R2, we are making use of R2. For R2, no change. Now let us prepare formula transformation for R1. R1 marchali, so that the second element should become 0 with the help of second row elements. So take 1 minus 2. So here R1 and R2. 1 minus 2 is there. First make them equal by multiplying 2. R1 multiplying with 2. 2, 2. 2 minus 2 is there. If you add, they become 0. If you subtract, they don't become. ఇవి కలిపితే 0 అవుతాయి. మైనస్ చేస్తే మళ్ళీ మైనస్ మైనస్ ప్లస్ అవుతుంది. సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద ఫార్ములా? 2 R1 ప్లస్ R2. సో దిస్ ఈస్ ద ఫార్ములా. ఫస్ట్ R1 కన్వర్ట్ చేస్తున్నాం. ఎట్లా? 2R1 ప్లస్ R2 ఫార్ములా చేత కన్వర్ట్ చేస్తూ ఉన్నాం. చేస్తే ఏమైంది? ఇది సెకండ్ ఎలిమెంట్ 0 అవుతుంది. ఇక్కడ మనకు సెకండ్ ఎలిమెంట్ R2 మైనస్ 2 ప్లేస్లో 0 వస్తుంది. 1 ప్లేస్లో 0 వచ్చింది. సో దిస్ 1 place has become 0. Then apply the same formula for 1, 1, 6 also. R1 లో ఉన్న మిగతా ఎలిమెంట్స్ కూడా ఇదే ఫార్ములా అప్లై చేయాలి. ఇది R1 లోని సెకండ్ ఎలిమెంట్ను 0గా చేసినాం. ఇప్పుడు R1 లోని ఫస్ట్ ఎలిమెంట్కు ఇదే ఫార్ములా అప్లై చేయాలి. 2 into R1 ప్లస్ R2. సో R1 R2 అంటే ఏముంది ఇక్కడ? 1 0. R1 1, R2 0. సో 1 0 ఇందులో సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేస్తే 2 into 1 2 minus 0 2 అవుతుంది. సో 1 ఏమవుతుంది? 2 అయింది. సో అప్లయింగ్ ద సేమ్ ఫార్ములా ఫర్ థర్డ్, R1 లో థర్డ్ ఎలిమెంట్కు 2 into R1 ప్లస్ R2. సో వాట్ ఈజ్ R1? 1, R2 0. సో 1 0 అంటే సేమ్ ఇది కూడా 2 అవుతుంది. నెక్స్ట్ 6 minus 4. ఈ 6 minus 4 కూడా R1 లో ఫోర్త్ ఎలిమెంట్ 2 into R1 ప్లస్ R2. R1 అంటే 6, R2 అంటే మైనస్ 4. 6 to 12 minus 4 8 అవుతుంది. సో ఫస్ట్ రో 2028 వచ్చింది. దిస్ ఈస్ ద ఫస్ట్ రో. సెకండ్ రో నో చేంజ్. 0 minus 2 0 minus 4. మళ్ళీ R3ని చేంజ్ చేయాలి. సో R3 చేంజ్ అవుతుంది. ఫార్ములా తయారు చేసుకోవాలి. R3లో అగైన్ R3ని కూడా R2తో కన్వర్ట్ చేయాలి. సో ఇక్కడ -3, let us prepare formula. R3 and R2. సో R3లో ఏముంది? -3 -2 -3 -2 ఈక్వల్ చేయాలంటే దీన్ని 2 అండ్ దీన్ని 3తో ఇంటూ చేస్తే 2 3 జా -6, 3 2 జా -6. సో -6 అంటే మైనస్ చేస్తే 0 అవుతుంది. సో దీన్ని 2తో ఇంటూ చేయాలి. దీన్ని R3ని 2తో, R2ను 3తో ఇంటూ చేసి ఒక దాంట్లో నుంచి ఒకటి సబ్ట్రాక్ట్ చేస్తే మనకు ఇది 0 అవుతుంది. సో దిస్ ఈస్ ద ఫార్ములా 2R3 minus 3R2. Applying this formula, so this element becomes 0. సో ఇది 0 అయిపోయింది. ఏంది? R3లో సెకండ్ ఎలిమెంట్. నెక్స్ట్ ఇది ఆల్రెడీ 0, దీన్ని మళ్ళీ అప్లై చేసిన 0 0 0నే వస్తుంది. నెక్స్ట్ థర్డ్ ఫోర్త్ ఎలిమెంట్స్కు ఫార్ములా అప్లై చేయండి. సో నౌ 1 0, R3 1, R2 0. ఇందులో 1 0 సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేస్తే 2 into 1, 3 into 0 అంటే 2 into 1 2 అవుతుంది. సో నెక్స్ట్ -3 -4, -3 -4. సో ఇక్కడ 2 into -3 -3 into -4, R3 -3, R2 -4. So 2 into -3 -6, minus into minus plus 12. 12 minus 6, 6. So this becomes 6. This becomes 6. Now look at this. Next, in next step, otherwise you can simplify 2 to 8, 2 minus 4 2 6. We can simplify it. Now let us simplify R1 with 2. R1 2తో డివైడ్ చేస్తే 1 0 1 4. R2 కూడా 2తో డివైడ్ చేయొచ్చు. సరే -2తో డివైడ్ చేద్దాం. సో 0 by anything 0, -2 by -2 1, 0 by anything 0, -4 by -2 plus 2 అవుతుంది, minus. So R3 also, you can divide R3 also with 2. So 0 by anything 0 by anything 0, 2 by 2 1, 6 by 2 3. So to simplify the numbers, we can divide them. Now in the last final step, we need to make these two zeros. Already the second one is 0 and we have to make this 1 as 0. So R3 no change. So we should make use of R3 and take R1 and R3 and prepare formula. Now first row we are changing the first row and with the help of third. So in R1 element is 1, in R3 1. Both are equal. If you subtract, you will get 0. So this is the formula for second R1 third element. So this 1 becomes 0. 1 becomes 0. What is the formula? We are converting R1 minus R3. R1 లో నుంచి R3 తీసేస్తే ఇది 0 అయింది. Same formula apply R1 minus R3, R1 minus R3, R1 minus R3 and write. So ikkada 1 minus 0, 1 only. 0 minus 0, 0. 4 minus 3 is 1. Next, for second row already 0 is there. If it is not 0, we have to convert this into 0 by applying రో ట్రాన్స్ఫర్మేషన్. దీనికి కూడా ఫార్ములా కనుక్కొని 0 చేయాలి. ఒకవేళ ఇది 0 లేనట్టయితే, ఆల్రెడీ ఇది 0గా ఉంది కాబట్టి రైట్ యాజ్ ఇట్ ఈస్, నో చేంజ్. 0 1 0 2 and this also 0 0 1 3 as it is. 0 0 1 3 0 0 1 3. Now it is in the final form where the 3 by 3 is in the form of unit matrix 1 0 0 1. So 1 represents x. This is, so this if you take this first row, this is x value, x is equal to 1. And here in second row, this 1 represents y, so y value 2. In third row, this 1 represents z value. Again, if you convert this into equations, these are all the coefficients of x, y, z. So first one is x coefficients, second numbers are y coefficients, third numbers z coefficients. Therefore, this is the solution. So unique solution, this is the example of unique solution. So here the rank, we can write the rank of A is equal to rank of augmented matrix, and that is 3. If you calculate, already we learned how to calculate the rank. So the rank of the coefficient matrix, the rank of augmented matrix, both are equal, and that is equal to 3. If you take the rank, that will be 3. So therefore, if the rank is 3 and equal, then it is a consistent system. Therefore, the system, the given system of equations are consistent. Therefore, the given system of equations are consistent. సంగతం, సంగత వ్యవస్థ ఇచ్చినటువంటిది సంగత వ్యవస్థ. Therefore, it has a solution. Therefore, the solution is unique solution is unique. Unique solution. ఏకైక సాధన. ఏకైక సాధన ఉంది. సో ద సాధన ఏంటి అంటే x value 1, y value 2, z value 3. So this is x value and this is y value and this is z value కాబట్టి 1, 2, 3. Therefore solution x value is 1, y value is 2 and z value is 3. So the example of unique solution. So the system has unique solution. Now let us consider one more example from the text. One more example. X, y, z is equal to 1. 2x plus y plus z is equal to 2. X plus 2y plus 2z is equal to 1. We need to check whether the system is consistent or inconsistent. If consistent, we have to find its solution. Augmented matrix of A, AD. So what is the augmented matrix? 1, 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1, 2. 2, 1, 1, 2. 1, 2, 2, 1. So this is the augmented matrix. So we need to convert first these 2 into zeros. So first write R1 as it is. 1, 1, 1, 1. No change in R1, first row. And convert R2 by applying suitable row transformation. So R2 change cheyali. R2 with the help of R1. So R2, R1 తీసుకోండి. సో 2, 1 ఉంది. సో ఇక్కడ 2 ఉంది, ఇక్కడ 1 ఉంది. R1లో 1. సో దీన్ని 2తో ఇంటూ చేస్తే రెండు ఈక్వల్ అయిపోతాయి. సబ్ట్రాక్ట్ చేస్తే you will get 0. So this is the R2 first element. By applying, what is the formula? R2 minus 2 R1. So by applying this formula, this first element becomes 0. Then per second, ఇది కూడా 1, 1 తీసుకుంటే 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1. So now 1, 1. R2 దగ్గర 1 and 2 into R1 దగ్గర 1. 1 minus 2 is minus 1. So ఇది minus 1. సేమ్ 1, 1 కాబట్టి అదే వస్తుంది -1. 2, 1. సేమ్ 2, 1 అంటే ఫస్ట్ది, 2, 1 అంటే 0 వస్తుంది. నెక్స్ట్ సేమ్ R3 కూడా కన్వర్ట్ చేయాలి. సో R3లో ఏముంది? 1 ఉంది. R3 1 into 1. సేమ్ 1, 1 కాబట్టి అదే ఫార్ములా వస్తుంది. R3 minus R1. 1 minus 1 0 అవుతుంది. Now the formula is R3 minus R1. 1 minus 1 minus 1 0 అవుతుంది. Then 2 minus 1 direct subtract చేయొచ్చు, calculation అవసరం లేదు. 2 minus 1 1 అవుతుంది. Again 2 minus 1 1 అవుతుంది. 1 minus 1 0 అవుతుంది. 1 minus 1 0 అవుతుంది. సో ఇన్ నెక్స్ట్ స్టెప్ మనకు ఇవి రెండు జీరోలు చేసుకోవాలి విత్ ద హెల్ప్ ఆఫ్ మనకు R2. నౌ లెట్ us కన్వర్ట్ R1. సో R1లో R1 అండ్ R2 యూజ్ చేయాలి. R1లో 1 ఉంది, R2లో -1 ఉంది. ఇవి రెండు ప్లస్ చేస్తే 0 అవుతాయి. సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద ఫార్ములా R1 plus R2? సో we need to apply this formula R1 plus R2. R1 plus R2 ఫార్ములా అప్లై చేయడం వల్ల ఇది 1 minus 1 0 అవుతుంది. 1 plus 0 1 అవుతుంది. 1 minus 1 0 అవుతుంది. 1 plus 0 1 అవుతుంది. Next second row no change. So I am writing as it is -1 0. Again third row convert చేయాలి. థర్డ్ రో కన్వర్ట్ చేయాలి. థర్డ్ రో మనం కన్వర్ట్ చేసుకోవాలి. ఓకే, లెట్ us prepare a formula for third row. సో ఇక్కడ 1 ఉంది. R3 and R2 1 minus 1 సేమ్. 1 minus 1 అంటే ప్లస్ చేస్తే 0 అవుతుంది. The formula will be same for R3 also. R3 plus R2 1 minus 1 ప్లస్ చేస్తే 0 అవుతుంది. సో 1 0 0 0. సో ఇవి రెండు 0 0 plus 0 0. So look at this. Here the complete row is zeros. So when this situation arises in this augmented matrix, if any complete row is zeros, if any row becomes zeros, then it will have infinitely many solutions. So in this case we write rank of A is equal to rank of AD that is less than 3, and the system has infinitely many solutions. Infinitely many solutions. The given system of equations are consistent. Consistent, that is sangatam. ఇచ్చింది సంగత వ్యవస్థ. తర్వాత infinitely many solutions. Infinitely many solutions. అనంత సాధనలు ఉంటాయి. ఈ వ్యవస్థకు అనంత సాధనలు, సంగత వ్యవస్థ, అనంత సాధన, consistent system and infinitely many solutions. So we can write the solution as x, the first one is x is equal to 1, and the solutions దీనికి సాధనలు x is equal to 1 అనేది ఒక సొల్యూషన్, and the second row, if you take the second row, minus 1, this -1 represents y and this z, minus y minus z is equal to 0. So that is minus y and minus z is equal to 0, or multiplying with minus y plus z is equal to 0. So this is the solution, x is equal to 1 and y plus z is equal to 0. This is the infinite solution. This is infinitely many solution. So all these problems are with different situations. We did the problem with no solution, that is inconsistent system we dealt, and the consistent system with unique solution, and the consistent system with infinitely many solutions. So you can practice some other problems so that it will be easy for you. It is very, very important, consistent and inconsistent systems, and if it is consistent, to find its solution. Okay, thank you for watching.